Buenos dias, mi gente. Welcome to Monday Music Mantras, where we start off our week with music and a mantra that'll change that gloomy Monday morning frequency to an energized station. This is Maria Terc. So how was your week since last Monday? Did you love deeply, even at the risk of loss? Or were you reminded of all the weekly lessons we've shared to practice when it's easy? Well, I hope you did. But if you missed that video, no worries. Just get caught up. So on week 34, we talked about the importance of laughter and the scientific reason that when we laugh, our brains release hormones like oxytocin. That helps us to create bonds and boost creativity by trusting that bond. I also mentioned oxytocin last week and how important it was to my family's healing process. Well, with all these holidays coming up and the spread of goodness, we also have shorter days, a bunch of roller coaster emotions with missing loved ones and extra spending. Don't you think we need lots of oxytocin to keep our frequencies in an energized station? Yes! So let's work on our steps. Let's practice. First, here's a refresher on oxytocin. Oxytocin is a hormone that promotes well-being for us, such as calm, improved social interactions, human bonding, and trust. The more we generate, the easier it is to experience desired psychological changes in our frequency. Physically, it lowers blood pressure and cortisol levels and increases pain threshold, and it promotes healing. So, is oxytocin important? Absolutely. Just what I've said alone is enough to know that it's important. But wait, there's more. Oxytocin is also known as the love hormone. What? Yes. In more fun terms, it's responsible for that giddy fun part of a new relationship where we only see the good stuff and the good stuff feels like fireworks. It also plays a very strong part in that amazing bond a mother feels with her newborn child after undergoing great pain to birth this child. And thank goodness for that hormone. Whew. So again, oxytocin helps create bonds and boost creativity by trusting that bond. There's so much I can say about this, but for this week, let me throw a spotlight on that word trust. How important is trust to you? It's a powerful word. It drives a lot of our behavior and how we connect with others. It's often the anchor in our relationships. Look, I talk a lot about our love superpower. A lot, I know. Love doesn't discriminate. It's unconditional. It's more powerful than our fears. It heals us. It never fails. Yes, with that love superpower, we can open our hearts to love those who don't love us, even those who may hurt us. With love, we can extend our compassion to them. Hey, even to total strangers. That said, trust is what decides how we'll be in relationship with others for the sake of our well-being, theirs and ours. Their actions, their expressions towards us might not affect our love for them, but it will definitely decide how we'll bond and how we'll trust them and how they trust us. Every relationship is affected by trust. Yes, with trust in any relationship, we're counting on them. They're counting on us. We got each other's backs. We feel safe. There's integrity. There's strength. This is a true requirement to bond in a relationship. Without it, we can still love, but the frequency is out of tune. Okay, so let me tie that back to oxytocin. So we create trusting bonds. The bonds become stronger and we trust even more. That hormone that feeds that bond? Oxytocin. And with oxytocin, that love hormone, we feel good. Now, let me be very clear. Oxytocin doesn't magically change anyone's behavior. It doesn't make us trust or fall in love instantly, but it does provide that boost of love, contentment, security, and trust for those we already bonded with. Now, our bodies automatically generate oxytocin, but there are ways we can add more juice to our system to help fine-tune our frequency, to get us to a more loving, content, peaceful, and trusting frequency. You know that feeling when your heart is dancing and dancing so nicely with someone you love and trust. Yes. Okay, so there are so many ways to generate oxytocin, and so you know there's science to back this up. Oxytocin levels were measured to prove there were increases. But let me just give you a few that sing to my heart. 1, listen to music or make up your own. Are you surprised? Of course not. You've known me for at least 45 weeks. Yes, tuning into the frequency of good music helps us improve our mood, our focus, our motivation, and helps improve the ability to create social bonds. Okay, I'll share one scientific study. I can't help it. In an experiment measuring oxytocin levels, heart surgery patients in recovery who listened to music had higher oxytocin than those who recovered in silence. Wow. Okay, what else? Meditation, a daily practice to meditate, be mindful, using a mantra. These all help reduce stress and anxiety and improves our mood. And we find ourselves feeling more compassion towards ourselves and others. Yes, igniting that love superpower. So while we're at it, let's spend time with friends. Yes, when we're having a good time with friends, it helps us feel socially supported, less alone. And the more time we spend together, we're building trust and affection towards one another. And the bond gets stronger. That's oxytocin. Here's another one we've talked about, showing empathetic compassion and truly listening. Yes, think how wonderful it feels to be heard, truly heard in a compassionate way. More trust, more bonding, more oxytocin. And for even more fun, we increase oxytocin with physical contact like hugging, dancing, massaging, giving, and receiving. You can see how all these involve trust and bonding and generating more oxytocin. Well, with our Monday Music Mantras, we've touched on all these triggers to generate oxytocin. We have music, we have mantras, we have a community of friends. We've discussed the rest many times, and I'm sure you can build on these even more. But what's important is that we all see why oxytocin is so important for our well-being, and that we do what we can to continue to generate it on a daily basis, that we make it a practice for our well-being and for our well-being as a community, to make our community stronger, built on trust. Oof, that's a lot. So let me get to our Monday Music Mantra with, I let myself go, and now we're flying through the stars. Yes, that's a leap of faith right there. That's trust. And that's what makes a relationship even stronger and makes igniting our love superpower more fun. Make it an oxytocin-filled Monday with lots of trust, bonding, love, and joy for the rest of the week. Hit that like button if this resonates with you. Share with a friend or two or three. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know how your week is going. Come back next Monday for another mantra to groove out your week. And until then, I let myself go, and now we're flying through the stars. This is Maria Terc with this week's Monday Music Mantras. Check out this fun cover, enjoy the music, stay on this frequency, and stay in touch.
First you put your arms around me, then you put your charms around me. We stare into each other's eyes, and what we see is no surprise. Got a feeling most a treasure, a love so deep we cannot measure. Ain't nobody loves me better, makes me happy, makes me feel this way. Ain't nobody loves me better than you. Oh, 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 oh. Ain't nobody loves me better, makes me happy, makes me feel this way. Ain't nobody loves me better than you.
Do you wanna dance with me?